In the 20 years of doing interviews, I've had a couple of, ugly cry, breakdown moments on the air. Never in the history of doing television shows, and that's long before I even had this show, have I had a breakdown in the control room after the Academy Award, and that was a seminal moment for me. That was the moment where I thought, he's a colored man, because we were called colored at the time, and I'm a colored girl, and that happened to a colored man, and if that happened to him, I wonder what I could do. That was the first time I ever remember thinking that. And so years later, this is somebody I followed every movie, every word, every speech, every book. And now I'm sitting there talking to him, and I can't even tell you what I said. Not a word I said. Still now, I'd have to look at the tape and I go, what does that mean? You're here.
I'm here.
What took you so long? The book doesn't matter where you pick up the tape, what question I'm asking. I'm out of my body. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what he said. And the whole time I'm thinking, what did he just say? I got to think of another question. And I don't operate that way. Normally, I can just listen and follow and listen and follow the conversation. I don't know who I was. I don't know what is that schmata dress I had on. The whole time the buttons are popping up, they're popping down. It's really difficult when you've admired somebody all of your life. Those are the toughest interviews because there is nothing that you can say that can measure up to the moment of 40 years of wanting to say something. There's nothing you can say. So for 40 years, you've had so much that you wanted to say, and you want this person to know how you feel about them, and you want them to think that you're beautiful and smart and engaging and charming and wonderful. You want them to think all of that, and you want to ask the question that they're just like, oh my God, I've never been asked that question before. And so when I finished the interview, I collapsed. I collapsed emotionally and went into the control room and boo-hooed. I boo-hooed so hard, they didn't hand me a Kleenex. They handed me a towel. So then I laid my head down on the counter and I just cried. Why? Because I thought I wasn't good enough. I thought I was not good enough all these years. I wanted this interview and I didn't measure up to the moment. What else could I have said? I don't know. Because you know what? I don't even know what I said. This is the interesting thing about that interview. This is what's fascinating about it. So 4 days later, I get a call from Sidney Poitier, who tells me that he was very disappointed in himself and that he wishes that he had been more open and that he had followed his own rhythm. So since that time, we have, found our rhythm with each other. And I could write a book on Sundays with Sidney because I call every Sunday and we sit and chat. We talk about life, we talk about reincarnation, we talk about the cosmos, we talk about the stars, we talk about the planets, we talk about energy, we talk about everything. Now I can honestly say that he's one of my dearest, closest, best friends.